We continue to see indications that the Russians did not properly plan for logistics and sustainment. We know that they continue to have fuel issues across their force, and that they're still struggling with food. I mean, you've seen the footage yourself of Russian soldiers looting grocery stores. So they're still having trouble feeding some of their troops. They either didn't properly plan for logistics or sustainment, or they didn't properly execute to their plan, but they are still having problems. It is exacerbated by the Ukrainian resistance, because the Ukrainians have targeted some of their resupply, as we've all talked about this vaunted convoy for so long. So we know they're still struggling with that. We haven't seen indications that they are trying to resupply from outside of Ukraine, but we know that that's something that they have thought about. They haven't taken Kyiv. They haven't taken Kharkiv. They haven't taken Chernihiv. They haven't been able to isolate the Donbass area. The Ukrainians are fighting back very creatively, very bravely, and that's not by accident either. I mean, there's been a lot of training, a lot of security assistance that's been provided to them over the last 8 years, certainly over the last year in particular, that has helped the Ukrainians stay in the fight. We don't believe that the Russians have achieved air superiority over Ukraine. They're dominant in some areas, to be sure, but not over the whole country. Two, the airspace is contested, and it's contested because the Ukrainians are making it that way, and they're being very smart about how they're marshaling and using their air defense resources, which includes fixed and rotary wing aircraft, which they continue to fly. We do assess that in some places they are attempting to take back territory that the Russians have captured or occupied. The Ukrainians are putting up a very stiff defense, and what we continue to believe is, well, a couple of things. One, the war was completely unnecessary, a war of choice. Mr. Putin still had diplomatic options on the table when he decided to invade. He can end this war today by being a negotiator of good faith with the Ukrainians. It could end today. There's no indication that he's willing to do that. But we still believe that it should end now, and Mr. Putin should commit to good faith negotiations with the Ukrainians to do that.